Attention, all flash sale hunters and standard shipping enthusiasts. The night sky over Tambov just lit up, and no, it wasn't a midnight doorbuster deal. The Wildberries logistics hub in Kotovsk, designed to store up to 54 million items, decided to transform into the region's most expensive bonfire after receiving an uninvited visit from at least 10 drones. Apparently, the fire sales got a bit too literal, forcing the local airport to ground flights while residents enjoyed an unrequested front-row fireworks display. The footage on your screen isn't a movie filter or a trailer for the apocalypse. It's the direct aftermath of a chain reaction spectacular. While local authorities play a quick game of nothing to see here by withholding immediate official confirmation, the blaze happily devoured row after row of infrastructure. This marks the company's second warehouse inferno in a matter of days, proving that storing millions of packages has officially become the area's newest high-risk sport. So, if you were tracking a delivery schedule for this week, let's just say its status in the app probably updated to converted into ash. Between airspace shutdowns, smoke plumes visible from space, and a supply chain quite literally going up in flames, home delivery in the region just hit a fever pitch that's going to be pretty hard to top. On August 24th, 2026, the night sky over Krasnodar was lit up not by a planned light show, but by a roaring inferno at the CMMK facility. An eager Ukrainian FP-1 drone dropped in unannounced, reducing a sprawling 9,000 square meter warehouse filled with polyurethane foam, wall anchors, drill bits, and sealants to absolute ash. The resulting spectacle was so intense that stunned locals, dazzled by the combusting hardware store inventory, ignored the actual construction supplies, and frantically flooded social media claiming the central ozone warehouse was on fire, because nothing amplifies a crisis quite like the sheer terror of a delayed online delivery. As if the DIY destruction wasn't enough, the main event kicked off later that same night when Ukrainian defense forces set their sights on the Afipsky oil refinery. While local authorities dutifully recited their routine praises regarding the absolute perfection of their air defense systems, the refinery burst into a glorious blaze across the Krasnodar Krai sky. It made one thing abundantly clear: the only truly successful interceptions of the night were performed by Russian energy infrastructure absorbing direct hits. While local puppet officials in temporarily occupied Luhansk keep reciting their tired script about impenetrable air defenses and total control, the city was treated to an unscheduled evening of dazzling special effects. Another direct hit hosted a fireworks show so massive for the occupying forces that towering plumes of smoke were visible from miles away. Apparently, someone recklessly tossed a lit cigarette right onto yet another ammunition depot or military logistics hub, turning the invaders' latest facility into a pile of blazing ash. Panic in local social media groups has already reached a fever pitch. While official propaganda keeps dead silent, the fire is putting on a top-tier performance, serving a vivid reminder to the occupiers that quiet nights in this occupied city are officially a thing of the past. While enemy UAV operators in the Belgorod region grew overly confident, strolling casually through the village and launching their drones towards Sumy and southern supply routes as if on a weekend stroll, Ukrainian MiG-29, MU-1 crews were quietly mapping out their reality check. Ignoring electronic warfare obstacles and deeply entrenched positions, the Beshketniki, mischief makers, delivered a heavy, high-precision argument directly to their doorstep using a cluster of GBU-39 guided bombs, proving once again that reckless confidence in a combat zone carries a very brief expiration date. While Russian state propaganda frantically tries to wrap yet another massive disaster in the facade of routine planned maintenance, the construction site of the Amur Gas Chemical Complex, AGCC, hosted an unscheduled fire show right in the middle of a pyrolysis unit installation. A violent explosion transformed the high-tech industrial site into a raging inferno, with preliminary reports indicating that over 20 workers were killed on the spot, while dozens more were rushed to nearby emergency rooms with critical injuries. The footage rapidly spreading across Telegram channels looks like another episode of swift karmic retribution, where instead of achieving their target output of polyethylene and polypropylene from raw ethane, the operators received a catastrophic penalty for sheer technical incompetence and criminal negligence. As local emergency crews struggled to contain the blaze and authorities scrambled to cover up the true body count, internet users are already mocking the situation, sarcastically noting that they decided not to wait for Magyar's drones. While workers were seen fleeing the smoke-filled construction yard in panic, the incident serves as a stark reminder of the crumbling reality inside Russia's industrial heartland. With critical infrastructure falling apart from within and local safety protocols effectively reduced to zero, every strategic facility across the country has officially turned into a ticking high-explosive time bomb. Attention, everyone! The world comes to a standstill. In an event that shook the very foundations of the Republic of Kazakhstan, the sludge of a waste pool at the Atyrau oil refinery decided to liberate itself and set fire to its own petroleum sludge at 12:55 p.m. on a glorious August 25, 2026. Confronted with the overwhelming sight of a smoke plume rising from a closed wastewater treatment tank, the authorities spared no drama, staging a display worthy of a Hollywood blockbuster. No fewer than 65 rescue heroes and 19 shiny fire trucks stormed the scene to valiantly fight the flames of abandoned debris. Fortunately, and to the disappointment of chaos enthusiasts, not a single soul was working in that majestic corner of black mud, allowing the fire to be cornered by 1:42 p.m. and enabling the massive Krasnodar gas refinery, capable of processing 5.5 million tons of oil per year, to keep operating as if its own waste hadn't just tried to declare independence. While local Russian emergency officials rushed to publish their standard all targets intercepted script, the Afipsky oil refinery in Krasnodar Krai hosted another spectacular overnight light show following a precise drone strike. Social media and Telegram channels quickly flooded with footage capturing the frantic air alarm sirens, the sudden bright flash of impact, and the massive fire that engulfed a processing unit, leaving a towering plume of black smoke visible for miles. As local residents posted videos of burning fuel tanks and chaotic panic in neighboring streets, internet commentators sarcastically congratulated the refinery for once again successfully intercepting Ukrainian strikes with its own critical energy infrastructure.